Well, my dad had this compressor business, this little company called EDMAC back in the 80s. We were a distributor for Atlas Copco in the Carolinas. I got out of college, had an engineering degree. You know, air compressors didn't really seem that exciting at the time, so I went and worked for a big company called Lockheed that makes airplanes. But then, you know, a few years later, Dad said, hey, maybe you should take a look at this, and it looked more interesting at that time. So I joined the company. Fast forward 20 years, and we were acquired by Atlas Copco. So that's how I came to work for this company. So my brother and I both still work for Atlas Copco. So I started out as a sales manager in the Carolinas, and then after doing that for a few years, became what we call a business line manager. So I was responsible for product segment throughout the U.S. So of course that entailed lots of travel around the U.S. and our headquarters for compressors is in Belgium. So I've been there many times. I quite like the beer there, as a matter of fact. So lots of nice you know, adventures there. But then about 3 years ago, we acquired a distributor in the Northeast. So I moved up to help integrate this new distributor, actually quite large, into the company. And that was kind of like a role reversal for me because I'd gone through that same experience on the other side. So that was a lot of fun. And also I moved to the New York City area. So that was a nice adventure for me. And then 6 months ago, I was lucky enough to be selected for my current position where I'm responsible for the Atlas Copco brand sales and service throughout the U.S. It's been a great ride, I have to say. I mean, I have to say, when we first were acquired, it was just one step at a time. And, you know, I saw the great leadership that we have here at Atlas Copco. So, you know, it was a journey. It took a while. So I took, you know, one position at a time. Got a lot of support in each position and was able to get to this position, which I'm very thankful for and very much enjoying. We're the leaders in innovation. We're very high tech. We have a great company culture. We're spread all over the world, so there's just so many different areas that you can go to. We manufacture our own products, so you know, production, manufacturing, sales, service. There's so many different areas that you can go into, and compressors actually have become very high tech. I mean, we have every compressor we make now has a device that transmits the status, the running status of the compressor. So, you know, lots and lots of very sophisticated tools that we use in compressed air. Compressed air is really everywhere. I mean, it's throughout manufacturing. That's still our largest segment, but okay, you have it in amusement parks. You know, if you go to Disney World, it's full of air compressors. So when you get on the roller coaster, you probably hear the puffs of air occasionally. So, you know, all of the roller coasters and a lot of the equipment in amusement parks are using compressed air. When you see the big fountains like the Bellagio in Las Vegas, huge compressed air system to make the big water fountains move. So just a couple of the kind of more non-traditional but very present applications of compressors. It's really a great company to work for. There's so many different directions you can go in. And I think one thing we realize here at Atlas Copco, we're in a very competitive industry. All of the different markets that we participate in are very competitive. And what really makes the difference is our people. So we have a big focus on developing our people. But the other great thing is you are in charge of your career here at Atlas Copco. So any position that's open is posted in a public message board, and you apply for it yourself. So many opportunities, whatever area you start in, there's many opportunities to do different things. If you want to go to different countries, it's there. We operate in over 140 different countries. If you want to go into different parts of the career, we make our own products. So manufacturing, sales, service, we do the full circle of it, and also in a very sophisticated and high-tech way. So a lot of exciting opportunities once you get into the